Hey nerds, JerBear here. Welcome into the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Listen, the first quarter of the year is already done and gone. We've had some bangers of some games already, and this idea I've been wanting to do for a while. I can finally sit down and get a chance to do so. I am recording in May, so bear with me with the timing of this. But as the title of the video, I want to talk about my game of the year so far through Q1, through the first quarter of the year, which runs from January 1st to March 31st. I wanted to do it for a while, so I'll have timestamps in the play bar if you want to bounce around, if you don't want to listen to me speak too much. But for everybody else, if you're familiar with the reaction channel, I got some notes here. On the reaction channel, we have our mini Jer Awards at the end of each of the big shows that we watch, and we go over our favorite shows, our favorite, not our favorite shows, our favorite episodes, our favorite characters, least favorite characters, etc., and favorite relationships, favorite kiss, favorite moments, all those different things, most heartbreaking scenes. And we have this mini Jer Awards for the reaction channel. And I want to bring that into my gaming sphere because gaming is what I'm the most passionate about. And I've always wanted to do kind of my own like gaming award show, basically. So each quarter, I kind of want to give my favorite games from each of the months. So for Q1, favorite game from January, February, and March. And then give my front runner for game of the year, give an overall Q1 game of the year award winner. And I want to do that. And I also have some other categories we'll talk about towards in a minute. And let's also wrap it up with the big Jer Awards Gaming Edition. We'll have the big wrap up. We'll do our big award show. We'll give away awards to different games. And then we'll wrap it up with JerBear's 2022 Game of the Year winner. I've always wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this since 2019, and I stand by the fact that Jedi: The Fallen Order should have won Game of the Year in 2019. The game released like a day or two after the cutoff period was to be eligible for Game of the Year. And Jedi: The Fallen Order, in my opinion, was the best game of 2019. It was damn near perfect. I think Sekiro won in 2019, which I respect. I don't argue against that. But if Jedi: The Fallen Order was eligible, I think it would have won. Just saying. That's just me. So anyways, again, Q1 runs from January 1st to March 31st. The following games I'm about to mention are games I've already played so far this year. I've played and beaten. Honorable mentions will be games that I will play. And let's just say, for whatever reason, if we're doing Q3, if I played a game during that time period and from, say, February, and I fell in love with that game, I could always change these things around and do some updated stuff. So these are kind of just like front runner awards, I guess you could say. So here's what we got. In the month of January, my honorable mention was released on January 8th, which was Sifu. I love the art style. I just don't know if I'll get around to playing it. But I feel like that is worthy enough for an honorable mention for the month of January. It looks sick. There's just so much time in a day. It's not high on my priority list. It came out on Sony and Windows, and we'll just, Sony, PlayStation, and we'll just, yeah, we may get to it eventually. January 19th, however, we did get Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I think, is it Master Duelist or Master Duel? I may have the wrong title. Anyways, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! All-encompassing Yu-Gi-Oh! You can get online. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. You can play it just like Magic the Gathering Arena, MTG Arena, right? And it's a blast. I fell out of love with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think around high school. I fell back in love with it after college. And then once they introduced link summoning, it kind of took me back out of it. I don't mind the XYZ stuff. I don't mind synchro, but something about link summoning and some of the combos I'm seeing nowadays, it's not for me. It's too fast paced. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Boomer, man. I grew up watching the original show as a wee little kid. I was there A1 day one. Even the original manga where they were rolling dice and shit. Also, bring back Dungeon Dice Monsters. Okay? Anyways, next up, game that came out January 28th, my mention for Q1 game of the year. This is actually my favorite game for the month of January. It came out January 28th, and it is Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, depending on how you say it. I like to say Arceus, which came out for the Nintendo Switch. It was our open world Pokemon game, and it's our first step of getting an open world Pokemon game. I got to live out this fantasy of being a Pokemon trainer and going throughout the world and sneaking up and catching Pokemon in the wild or battling them and catching alpha Pokemon and learning this story about the parallels between Diamond and Pearl, basically, to this far off land and arriving on fucking Prelude Beach. Regardless, Pokemon Legends Arceus is the first step in getting us a perfect open world gym battle style Pokemon game, which I think we'll get with Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, which comes out in Q4, I think, the latter half of the year. So Pokemon Legends Arceus is my favorite game and would be my game of the month for January 2022. Moving on to February, I have 2 honorable mentions. The first came out on the 18th, which is Horizon Forbidden West. The only reason I haven't played this, even though I was so hyped for it, I had the statue pre-ordered, I haven't beat Horizon Zero Dawn. So whenever I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll fucking play Horizon Forbidden West. The other one's on the 22nd, which is Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. I was a D1 alpha tester. Destiny 2 doesn't hit the same for me. I got away from the game to play some other stuff, and I've tried to come back, and I think it's just too much at this point. It's a little overwhelming. I think Destiny 2's maybe has left me, but you never know. I could always come back around to it. The Witch Queen looks to have the same effect as the Taken King, and I don't know if if it was as big as that update was for Destiny 1, but still, we'll just have to wait and see. So the 2 games I have played kind of all the way through that I would put as my mentions for favorite game for the month of February would be on the 11th, we got Lost Ark for Windows. I was trying to make content for Lost Ark, and then I realized that it's too much. And I don't think I would have done a good job making content for Lost Ark when there's so many other great people doing it already. It should be anything, that should never be something to deter you from making content, seeing other people making content for the same game. It's always going to be the case. But what I want to do for Lost Ark, I wasn't a fan of it. So if I'm not a fan of it, you guys won't be a fan of it. No Lost Ark content. I'm playing it offline like I would World of Warcraft. The big one, February 25th. This is my February game of the month for 2022. And it's the big one. It's Elden Ring from Software. It's my very first Soulsborne game. I fell in love with it. I had to go out and buy the Melania statue. It is one of the best games I think I may have ever played in my life. I love Elden Ring to pieces. I'm making content for Elden Ring as we speak. We got boss fights coming up, character customizations, opening reactions, ending reactions, encounters with different boss fights. Shorts will be up on YouTube as well. The full Let's Plays on the Let's Play channel at JerBear Plays. We got a bunch of stuff coming, and I'm even going to do some more runs, maybe some New Game Plus, maybe try different builds, etc. Maybe try sorcery. I don't know. Elden Ring is by far landslide victory game of the month for February 2022. For the month of March, I do have one honorable mention from the 25th, and that's Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Listen, I do have, right? I got the G Fuel flavor. It's cherry vanilla. Use code JerBear to save 0% on any purchase at gfuel.com. We also have the cans. I mean, I'm all about Borderlands. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. I just haven't got a chance to get around to Tiny Tina's. That'll happen at some point, I would like to think in my own brain. But that's my honorable mention. For March 11th, WWE 2K22 came out. The WWE games feel like they're back after taking a 2-year hiatus almost. I think it was a 2-year hiatus. We got Battlegrounds, but that's neither here nor there. I'm a huge wrestling fan, obviously. I went and became the NXT champion and North American champion at the same time, relinquished my titles. I went up to SmackDown. That's currently where I'm at. And I really enjoy the game. That's not an honorable mention. That is one of my favorite games from this year. But my favorite game also launched on the 28th. So far, or on the 25th, all the games being released in the latter half of the month. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is my March game of the month for 2022. You can just sit and play it. You can play it in super cuddle easy mode, or you can give yourself a little bit of a challenge, sucking up different things and just having a blast, really, with Kirby. Hi! Kirby's amazing. I love him, and I can't say enough about that game. So with that in mind, let me just go ahead and preface this for you guys. Some of the awards you guys would see for like the overall game of the year thing would be stuff like this: favorite boss, favorite character, best story, best lore, best looking, most addicting, most fun, game of the year. I may add some stuff along the way, but if I had to give you guys a little bit of a preview of this, my game of the year so far, my Q1 game of the year for 2022 is Elden Ring, if that wasn't clear enough already. Landslide victory. Elden Ring is my front runner game of the year. I only see one game getting close. Anything could happen. We got a long way to go. I only see one game getting close to toppling Elden Ring, and that'd be God of War Ragnarok. and they are guaranteeing it comes out this year. So, you know, but I would say so far the most fun game I've played would be Kirby. I would say most addicting game so far would be Elden Ring, but also Pokemon Arceus. Best looking game by far is Elden Ring. Best lore, like overarching lore, I think would be Elden Ring. Best story told so far, Elden Ring. Favorite character, I think my favorite character I've met so far would probably be that little bitty dude from Kirby, the little guy that follows you with the big ears. I can't remember his name. And then my favorite boss fight that I've encountered so far is definitely the boss fight against Melania in Elden Ring. Star Scourge Radahn is also up there as well. But the Melania fight was absolutely gorgeous. I think the only thing that may get close to that, maybe Kratos versus Thor. We'll have to wait and find out. That's just kind of an example of how that will look. Q1, those are kind of your award winners. Maybe if I didn't already have them popping up, I'll have them up over here. But if I had to give you some predictions for Q2 along the way, I think since we're recording this in May, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga would probably be my prediction for Q2. And I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we have that up around early July-ish, and then we'll keep it rolling. Either at the end of December or sometime in January, we'll have our big 2022 JerBear Game Awards. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I just want to say in closing, thank you guys for love and support on everything. Hope you're enjoying the content. Remember, we do have all the content here on JerBear. VII is kind of like more concentrated content, edited down. If you want to watch full Let's Plays of any of the games you see on the channel, we do have JerBear Plays. If you want to watch me react to television shows and tributes to things like the Vampire Diaries or the MCU shows, then go ahead and head on over to JerBear Reacts. We have JerBear Clips channel. May not be up and running at the time you hear this, but that is a thing. And if you ever miss a VOD on Twitch, we do have the JerBear VOD channel. A lot of content. It's there if you want to check me out. But as always, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. Make sure to check back for gameplays, commentaries, news, and updates. Later, nerds.